Hey there, Postal here. So today we're looking at the ME-109TL Tier 8 Premium multi-role fighter for the German tech tree. Let's take a look. Alright, so what is this particular plane? Well, like I stated, it is a Tier 8 Premium plane on the German tech tree line, available to anybody and their brother who wants to get it. I was able to get this plane for free based on missions that were available earlier in my career on World of Warplanes. Now, as a multi-role, it typically comes with bombs and rockets. We're going to go into why I don't have those at a later time at the end of the video. And yeah, so let's first and foremost, let's hop into a game and take a look at some gameplay, and then afterwards we'll go into how the plane is set up and why I've taken those steps. Alright, so we have ourselves a Tier 8 battle. A lot of things that can outturn us, but this particular plane you really need to be playing like a heavy fighter. I've taken the bombs off of it because the bombs and rockets really didn't do much to do anything. It's 2 mediocre rockets, 1 mediocre bomb. Mediocre might not even be the right word for it. Wow, it's silent drive. Can you hear it? Exactly. Well, at least you can hear my guns. So, because the bombs and rockets don't really do anything except slow the plane down, I set this plane up more like a light fighter. You kind of have to play it like a heavy fighter in regards to energy is concerned. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a distracted defense aircraft. So let's do it one better and get ourselves a distracted heavy. Alright, now we'll move on to this guy. The guns do hit pretty darn hard. No sir, I'm going to try to take him from you. Overheat pretty darn quickly as well. You've got 2 20s and 2 30s, and using those in combination with each other can be pretty detrimental. Just getting them to hit sometimes, right? Whoa, hey, there's the B-32, right? Yeah. Hello. I'm definitely outside my optimal altitude range, but there's not a lot of other things up here. There's a heavy, but I'll pay attention to him in a little while. It's just an XP-75. Can be dangerous, but I think I've got the speed to be able to mess with him. So speaking of messing with him, let's go mess with him. Let's use my silent drive. And let's get my boost regenerator on. I'm almost at the maximum altitude here. Yowzas! Man, when they hit, don't they? And that's why I wasn't really worried about that particular plane. There's a heavy coming in again. I need to be pretty mindful of that. So it's down there, okay. So I can be less mindful. Try to get these guns on target. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. We'll head on down to this. Never mind. We're still gonna head on down. I'm gonna head down here so that way I've got the ability to pull up and come at the right angle versus these guys. Oh, hello, sir. Cool. Excellent. Got Otis again. And even though I've got pretty poor maneuverability, I've got better maneuverability than him. See, I'm just kind of boosting along here. Using my silent drive. Got a ground pounder again. IL-2... I was going to say 220. IL-20 can definitely be a pain in the butt. But I'm going to leave him alone at this point just because my maneuverability is so poor. I don't want to get stuck behind him and have him tear me up. This plane can't take a lot of hits. Being a multi-role, it's not the most durable plane out here. Hello. Man, I am not wanting for targets, am I? Cool. Using DOS Boost. And they're tier 7 bombers, so they're not scary bombers at all, at least for a tier 8. They just don't have... I mean, the B-32 in a specialized format can be a scary plane, you know, human knowing what they're doing and having all those guns coming onto target. But a bot version of that is not overly scary. Man, so nobody killed that frickin' ground pounder, and they took the military base, so that's just a shame, isn't it? Let's go ahead and get after this key. Did I hit any shots there? That was pretty funny. I was gonna say, man, this key should melt pretty quickly, but I suppose it's only gonna melt if I hit him. Seriously? Thank you. Thank you. Come again. And you flip the airfield as well. So let's still need to get the military base first. So let's do that. What do we have down there? Ground pounder of some sort. I don't know why he's down there, but whatever. Hey! Let's use our silent drive. Super secret German silent drive. Got a couple bombers going that way, but let's again we've got to flip this sector, shall we? When in doubt, stay up high. So let's go ahead and stay up high. IL-20, what is he doing? He should not be defending. You're not a defender, sir. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy first, of course. Not that I can't get a ground pounder, but like, it's not what I'm worried about. I guess he's probably taking out the, you know, my ground pounders. But he should be trying to flip another zone, right? That's what I would think anyway. Man, he's up high. Is he gonna try to come up at me? Come at me, bro. Let's try to slow down a little bit, see if I can get some guns on target. Whoa. Oh, those 30s must have really hit, huh? Oh man, I killed him too quickly. I'm actually going to boost up to try to get these bombers really quick. Using my cooling and my silent drive. Go all the way up to this B-32. Yep. Pretty cool movement there, huh? Excellent. Nope, not worried about that. Let's go ahead and get the JU since I'm up here. I can't tell when I run out of boost either. It's kind of frustrating. But it is what it is. Oh, I didn't realize he was coming at me. Holy crap. Alright. Now we'll head on down and get that Spitfire. Spitfire. As long as we've got the middle, I'm not really worried about them taking a garrison or anything silly like that. Alright, well let's get the Spitfire first if I even can. It's a wily target, right? I was able to get a couple hits on him. Keep the boost in reserve. Got a couple hits on him. And this is what I'm talking about as far as using it like a heavy is concerned. I'm worried more about my energy than I am about turning. Oh, shenanigans. Speaking of which, use my boost that I was saving, and now we'll turn since he's turning. Ethan's being a pain in the butt. We gotta watch out for the Spitfire, of course. Gonna aim further out. Boost away, boost away. Cooling. Game over. It's a pretty darn good match there, Marseille, dang it. Probably got 19 frags knowing me, and a grade 2. Let's head on back to the hangar. Okay, so the ME-109TL Tier 8 Premium. I got 18 frags, I over-exaggerated, hate when I do that. So this is a premium Tier 8 multi-role plane, but I don't recommend playing it like a multi-role plane. So let's take a look at how I've got this thing set up. It can have 2 rockets that do a whopping 2,000 damage. It can have 1 bomb that does a whopping 5,000 damage. 7,000 damage combined total at Tier 8 is basically nothing. And you lose a lot of airspeed to have those mediocre, at best, mediocre ground armament. With this particular plane, you need every bit of speed that you can get. And that's just because I shouldn't have probably closed that. The time to turn is 13.1 seconds, right? That's pretty bad. I've gone ahead and actually probably messed up my maneuverability even more. No, actually that's not even messing up any maneuverability. So 13.1 is like heavy fighter kind of turn speed. And that's why I've set this plane up basically like I would a heavy fighter. We've got the gas operated action, which definitely helps when it comes to hitting those targets. I haven't even upgraded, this is all stock, right? I haven't even upgraded these items, but I wanted to be able to set my plane up to be able to take a little bit of damage and keep on going. And those bombs and rockets just don't help. So that's why I was explaining, kind of playing it like a hybrid, which I suppose multi-roles, that's their job, is to be a hybrid, but I'm playing it like an energy fighter, so to speak, making everything I can for those guns, because these guns are pretty good. You've got your 230s, which are pulling 200 damage a second. They're very short range, 2,000. So these are what you're going to find basically on the 262. But where the 262 only has those guns, this has some 20s that are pretty nice. They've got a double the rate of fire almost. They've got about 500 more feet range. Obviously they're doing less damage, but it's nice to kind of pepper a target, weaken it, and then once you get in range of your 30s, really blow it out of the sky, right? And so that's why I like this particular setup than I did for the 262 on the standard tech tree line. So this plane, I don't know if it was, if this is like standard protocol for wargaming or not, but this plane I actually received for free. It came in a supply crate, kind of like, actually exactly like the operation orders for bombers and different planes that wargaming has available. You could activate the missions and earn this plane, and that's what I did. I earned this plane via missions. So I'm not quite sure I'd go so far as to say this is a plane worthy of buying. It's an enjoyable plane. It's probably, I wouldn't even say probably, for me it's one of the lower end tier 8 premium planes that I fly. I do enjoy it, but I wouldn't have gone out of my way to purchase it. The Vampire obviously is available as a completely free to earn tier 8 premium plane, and I always recommend go after the Vampire. If you've got money to spend, I typically recommend the XP58 first and foremost, just because it's so user friendly and such a hard hitting and just fun plane to play. But that being said, this plane is a fun plane to play. It's just you kind of got to tweak yourself a little bit. Like I said, I played with the rockets and the bomb for the longest time until I realized I really wasn't doing much with them. Typically you're being attacked, or you're doing the attacking in the air, and so you're not able to use that one bomb, 5,000 damage, whoopity-doo. You've got only 2 rockets on the setup here, and those 2 rockets don't, they don't do a lot of damage, and there's only 2 of them. So you're getting down low to fire these rockets, and you're like poof poof, and okay, done. And so for me, it was just better to set this up as a speed demon, as speedy as I could get it. Keep your boost going, because you've got those rockets, you can really get up and go. Rockets, excuse me. Because you've got the Juno jet engines, you can really get up and go. And so that's what my recommendation would be, to really get the most out of this particular plane. The ground armament just really isn't worth it. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. Do you happen to have the ME-109TL? If so, do you find the ground armament valuable? Do you continue to use the bombs and the rockets, the bomb and the rockets? And if so, do you have it set up different than I do? Maybe there's just something I'm doing incorrect with it. This particular plane is again, it's a lot of fun, but it's up to you if it's the perfect fit for your particular playstyle. Definitely appreciate you joining me, and I hope you have a great day.